Dear students, today we are going to discuss the electrochemical series. Myself, Dr. Digna Varghese. Electrochemical series. When the electrodes, metals and nonmetals, in contact with their ions, are arranged on the basis of the values of their standard reduction potentials or standard oxidation potentials. The resulting series is called the electrochemical or electromotive or activity series of the elements. Electrochemical series, which represents an arrangement of the various electrodes in the increasing order of their standard reduction potentials. An arrangement of elements in the decreasing order of their tendency to get oxidized. Electrochemical series is an arrangement of various electrodes in the increasing order of their standard reduction potentials. Electrochemical series is the arrangement on the basis of the values of the electrodes, their standard reduction potentials or standard oxidation potentials. Here you can see the arrangement of the various electrodes in the increasing order of their standard reduction potentials. You can see here for lithium electrode, its standard reduction potential is minus 3.05 volt, and for fluorine, that is at the bottom position of the series, that is 2.87 volt. So we can say that this is an arrangement of the various electrodes in the increasing order of reduction, standard reduction potential. What is it? What is meant by a standard electrode potential? The reduction potential of an electrode at standard conditions measured relative to the standard hydrogen electrode is called its standard electrode potential. Here you can see the standard reduction potential of for hydrogen electrode is 0. So relative to this particular electrode, other type of electrodes reduction potential value is measured. An electrode is called a standard electrode if its electrolyte concentration is 1 molar concentration, that is 1 mole per liter. The partial pressure of any gas, if in mole, is 1 bar, and the temperature is about 298 Kelvin. So, the reduction potential measured at such a standard conditions is known as standard electrode potential, which is measured relative to the standard hydrogen electrode whose value is 0 volt. Okay, so this is a series. This table is representing only the electrochemical series for reference. This table is not complete. It is here we are showing only some of the electrodes for reference whose potential value is shown here. The table of standard reduction potentials of electrodes is highly useful in many ways. Applications of electrochemical series. Electrochemical series help us to predict the relative ease of oxidation or reduction of various elements. Here you can see the value of lithium standard electrode potential for the lithium electrode, lithium plus lithium electrode, that is minus 3.05 volt. Lithium is the most easily oxidizable metal. Please remember our code, that is no problem. Here you can see negative sign for the reduction potential for the lithium electrode, that is minus 3.05 volt. That means negative means oxidation. Negative for oxidation potential or oxidation potential value, that is negative sign. So lithium is the most easily oxidizable metal. Lithium is that means an easily oxidizable metal will be the most reducing or strongest reducing agent among metals. And here you can see at the bottom position of the series the fluorine electrode, fluorine fluoride. Its reduction potential value is plus 2.87 volt. So we can say that fluorine is the most easily reduced element. Otherwise, fluorine is the strongest oxidizing agent among metals. Please remember our code, that is no problem, negative sign for oxidation, positive sign for reduction. So, electrochemical series help us to predict the relative ease of oxidation or reduction of various elements. The second application of electrochemical series is that the electrochemical series tells us about the constitution of any cell set up by combining two standard electrodes and makes it possible to calculate the standard EMF of any such cell. Here you can see an equation: E0 cell is equal to E0 cathode minus E0 anode, where E0 is the EMF of the cell. Here the E0 of zinc cell, you can see here the value of zinc is minus 0.7628. Here you may write point minus 0.76 volt. E0 of copper cell, you can see here point 337 volt. That means 0. Positive 0.34 volt. The constitution of the standard cell may be here the zinc 2 plus, copper 2 plus copper. Zinc has the negative value, so negative is oxidation potential and positive is reduction potential. Remember our code, that is no problem, negative value for oxidation potential, positive value for reduction potential. And also remember anox and red cat, that means oxidation occurs at anode and reduction occurs at cathode. Herefore, E0 cell E0 cathode minus E0 anode. So, E0 cathode is 0.34 volt. That means 0 cathode is 0.34 volt minus E0 anode, that is minus 0.76. That means minus of minus 0.76 is plus 0.76 volt, that is equal to 1.1 volt. That is, the electrochemical series tells us about the constitution of any cell set up by combining two standard electrodes and makes it possible to calculate the standard EMF of any such cell. So we can look the values of standard reduction potential and we can construct the cell and we can also calculate its EMF of the cell. Electrochemical series help us to predict the reactivity of metals. The activity of the metals depends on its tendency to lose electron or gain electrons. That is the tendency to form cation or anion. This tendency depends on the magnitude of standard reduction potential. The metal which has the high negative value or small positive value of standard reduction potential readily loses the electron or electrons and is converted into corresponding cations. Such a metal is said to be chemically active. The chemical reactivity of metals decreases from top to bottom in the series. The metal higher in the series is more active than the metal in the lower in the series. For example, alkaline earth metals, whose reduction potential values are high negative values. They are chemically active. These react with cold water and evolve hydrogen. These readily dissolve in acids, forming corresponding salts, and combine with those substances which accept electrons. So, in the electrochemical series, the elements with negative reduction potential value or smaller positive reduction potential values, they are chemically active ones. These elements can react with water in the cold state, or we can say that they can react cold water and evolve hydrogen gas. They can dissolve readily in acids, forming corresponding salts. If lithium dissolves in sulfuric acid, it can form lithium sulfate. Lithium dissolves in hydrochloric acid, it can form lithium chloride, and so on. So these elements or metals on the top of the electrochemical series which can react with those substances which can accept electrons. Metals like iron, lead, tin, nickel, cobalt, etc. Metals like iron, lead, nickel, cobalt, etc., which lie little down in the series, okay, and do not react with the cold water but react with the steam to evolve hydrogen. At the top of the electrochemical series, the metals can react with cold water and evolve hydrogen, but at the middle of the series, like iron, nickel, tin, cobalt, lead, etc., such metals can react with steam only, not with cold water. If it reacts with the steam, it can evolve hydrogen. Metals like copper, silver, gold, which lie down hydrogen, okay, which lie below hydrogen, are less reactive and do not evolve hydrogen from water. If copper reacts with the water, it cannot evolve hydrogen. Okay, so the metals which can react with water and evolving hydrogen will be placed above the hydrogen in the electrochemical series. The metals placed below the hydrogen in the series do not evolve hydrogen from water. So, highly chemically reactive elements will placed at the top of the electrochemical series, and those elements placed at the bottom of the series are not very reactive. Another application of electrochemical series is to predict whether the given metal will displace another from its salt solution. That means the electrochemical series help us to predict the direction of displacement reactions. A metal with higher a metal placed higher in the series will displace the metal from its solution, which is lower in the series. The metal having low standard reduction potential will displace the metal from its salt solution, which has higher value of standard reduction potential. A metal higher in the series has a greater tendency to provide electrons to the cations of the metal to be precipitated. So, the higher negative reduction potential value will placed in the higher in the electrochemical series, which will displace metal from its salt solution, which is lower in the series. Here you can see an example of zinc. For zinc, its value is about 0.76 volt, and for copper, its value is about 0.34 volt. This means that zinc will displace copper from its cupric salt solution. Here you can see its equation. Zinc reacts with copper. It will Zinc will donate electrons and form zinc 2 plus, undergo oxidation reaction, and for the copper 2 plus undergo reduction and form copper. So zinc copper cell, zinc will displace copper 2 ion from its cupric salt solution. So any metal will displace any other metal which lies above it in the series from its salt solution. Displacement of one nonmetal from its salt solution by another nonmetal. A nonmetal higher in the series having high value of reduction potential will displace another nonmetal with lower reduction potential, that is occupying position above in the series. Okay, so displacement of nonmetal from its salt solution by another nonmetal. A nonmetal with present higher in the series will displace another nonmetal with lower reduction potential. The nonmetals which possess high positive reduction potentials have the tendency to accept electrons readily. These electrons are provided by the ions of the nonmetal having the low value of reduction potential. Thus, chlorine can displace bromine and iodine from bromides and iodates. Here you can see the iodide value is 0.535, and for silver 0.799. Here you can see for iodine and chlorine 1.36. Iodine value is 0.535 volt. Bromine it's about 1.08. So chlorine can displace bromine and iodine from bromides and iodates, because the nonmetal which possess high positive reduction potentials have the tendency to accept electrons readily. Series also help us to predict the electropositive character of metals. The electropositive character also depends on the tendency to lose electron or electrons. Like reactivity, the electropositive character of metals decreases from top to bottom in the electrochemical series. On the basis of standard reduction potential values, metals are divided into three groups. Strongly electropositive metals, metals having standard reduction potential near about 2 volt, minus 2 volt, okay, or more negative like alkali metals, alkaline earth metals are strongly electropositive in nature. Moderately electropositive metals, metals having values of reduction potential between 0 and 2.0 volt minus 2.0 volt are moderately electropositive. Aluminum, zinc, iron, nickel, cobalt belong to this group. These are in between 0 and minus 2 volt. So these are moderately electropositive metals. Here strongly electropositive metals. These are moderately electropositive metals. And weakly electropositive metals, those the metals which are below the hydrogen and possess positive values of reduction potential are weakly electropositive metals. For example, copper, mercury, and silver, etc., belong to this group. So we can tell like that the electropositive character of metals, the higher in the series, they are highly electropositive elements, middle or strongly electropositive metals, middle part of the series that act as moderately electropositive metals, and bottom side of the metals of the series, the weakly electropositive metals are placed. Thank you for your attention.